Hello everybody. It's grape juice. I am a child of the Lord. Okay, Hansi. Yes, I am a holy ho. If you couldn't tell by the title, yes, I'm doing the Drunken Book Tag, which is a different tag from the Drunk Book Tag. I was tagged a few months ago by Radia from Radia TV, who did the Drunk Book Tag Halal edition. Halal in Islam means permissible or allowable. Obviously, alcohol is not. So she did the halal spin on it, which wasn't even really that much of a spin. She just prefaced the video by saying she doesn't drink. But it was still a really fun video because she had no idea what all of the things were. I didn't either. I'll link that down below if you want to check it out. But I was also tagged by Kelly to do the Drunken Book Tag, which I think is a tag that she herself created. Y'all should definitely go check out that video because in it she gives you a story that involves alcohol, sexual favors in exchange for food, and her devout Christian sister. Along with a voice note that I sent her in response to the story when she told me it on WhatsApp a few months before. So yeah, I'll link both of those people down below. Go check them out. They are amazing and wonderful and great. Anyways, let's get into the tag. So the first question is wine, a classic that you keep for no other reason than it makes you seem smart and well read. For this one, I will of course go with Moby Dick by Herman Melville. This book, I read the first 2 pages of it and I was like, what? Girl, what? It was like listening to Rihanna. I didn't understand anything. I'm just kidding. I actually understand Rihanna, but not this book. But yeah, my denial tells me that I'll read it one day, so when that happens, it will happen. Question number 2 is vodka, a book that messed you up inside. So with this one, I will go with a book that I will forever shove in your face, and that is A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. Y'all know how much I love this book. Y'all know how much this book affected me. The way I feel about this book is the way that Trump feels about the presidency. My ass could not handle it. I was shocked. I did not expect to be shocked. I was not qualified. It was so much more than I expected. Question number 3, Bear, a cheap book that hit the spot. For this one, I'm going to go with In the Country We Love by Diane Guerrero. I got this on Audible for free with the free trial thingy because my ass wasn't going to pay money for an audiobook. But it was amazing. Diane Guerrero reached out and she snatched everything. She pulled off everything. She snatched my wig, had a bitch looking like a naked mole rat type of shit. Number 4, Rum, a book that features pirates. I think I will go with The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. This is a book that I have not finished as yet. I'm halfway through and I'm loving it so far. It's historical fiction and the summary said that there are going to be pirates. I have not seen these pirates as yet, but I assume that they will pop up eventually. Number 5, Whiskey, the most expensive book that you own. Whiskey's expensive? I thought it was cheap. Who would name something expensive whiskey? Anyways, the book I chose for this was The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. This retails at about $27 US, and they were selling it for like 210 TT, which I'm sure if you do the conversions it's a good bit more than $27 US. But my brother and sister-in-law got me a $100 off gift certificate, and so I was going to buy it for $110 because I really wanted this book and there was nothing else in the store that I wanted, and the guy graciously gave me another 25% off, and I know the Lord was with me that day. Next question is number 6, Nonalcoholic / Water, your favorite children's book. So I have talked about this book before. It is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland, the first book in the series, which was just absolutely excellent. I have never read a more well-written book than this, and this is for children. It is amazing. It is incredible. You need to read it. I have not read the rest of the series as yet because this has a very satisfying ending, but I should probably get around to doing that. Blowjobs, LOL, the drink, not the act. A controversial book / title you have read or would like to read. I don't really think I have any controversial books, or at least I wouldn't consider them to be controversial, because what is controversial? Like, I don't know, sex? Sex is not controversial. Sex nowadays is like rated E10. I don't think I have any controversial books. I don't. Number 8, a small book that packs a punch. For questions like this, I will always go with The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros because it's 110 pages, but it will affect you. I adore this book. The writing in here is amazing. It is an incredible work of literature. I loved every second of it, and I think there's so much to read deep into, and I think every reader can come out of it with something different. Unfortunately, most of the people who read it nowadays are like middle schoolers who have to read it for school, and they all leave like really shitty ass comments under like Sandra Cisneros interview videos because they didn't like the book. Listen, y'all don't know what good books is yet, so shut up, take your fidget spinners and your Shawn Mendes posters and shove it where the sun don't shine. Number 9, The Hangover, a book you regret reading. I don't really regret any books. The only one I can think of right now is The Boy with the Striped Pajamas. I always drag this book because it's trash, and I feel like I wasted my time reading it because there are so much other great books out there, and this is marketed to be one of them. And then I read it and I was like, you know, which part? Number 10, Next Friday Night. Is that a drink? Is Next Friday Night a drink, or is that like a literal thing? A book you're stoked to read. Oh, like next Friday night, because you're looking forward to drinking the next Friday night. So a book you're stoked to read. Is that what it means? Anywho's, the book that I'm most excited to read next, I mentioned it in my last video where I talked about the books that I want to read before the year ends, and the book that I'm really looking forward to is Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner, and I think I kind of showcased that with my excitement in the last video. It is about a girl who is a graffiti artist and she's also deaf, so it explores deaf culture and graffiti art culture, which sounds amazing. Two things I am very not familiar with. And there are illustrations in here. Like the author is also a graffiti artist. There are like these really cool illustrations throughout the book, so I'm stoked for this. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. In the comments down below, I would love to know if you've read any of these books and you have any thoughts on them. I am going to tag Rachel, Dayton, Adriana, Jayish, and Kathy. So if y'all want to do this tag and you see this video, go ahead and do it. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And until next time, inshallah, keep reading.